Welcome to my new Space Engineer Survival series. Look like doing a series looked like it'd be a lot of fun, so I'm going to give it a shot. Mostly this has PvE mods, like adding factions. There's a lot of hostile factions, so should be fun and a challenge. If you want a full list of the mods, they're there's a link in the description. So let's start. I'm going to start on the moon, and away we go. Oh. Alright, let's take a quick look around. I want someplace I can start. Let's just fly up here and take a look. So I want someplace that that's easily defendable, preferably someplace I can dig in a little just to hide some of my cargo. I've played these, I'll just get smashed no matter what. Something's gonna show up and smash me at some point, I just know it will. Alright, well this crater looks good, so we'll just back up to it. So my goal to start with is going to be getting a base started, getting some power to first off, and we'll have to do some basic refinery, basic assembler. Want to get the power going before the sun goes down, because actually I need to back up a little more. Maybe get an engine going so we can process ores all night. So I could start looking for ores, but let's just get going. I can only do stone right now, so just dig in.
Inventory full.
Alright. Queue up some ingots. That should be good enough.
Full.
So like I was saying, it's mostly, mostly PvE mods, new factions, orcs and reavers, things like that, assertive acquisitions. I do have a couple of things going for me.
Inventory full.
I did put the nano build and drill, or not the drill, just the build system, just to kind of make it a little quicker to build, because I'm doing this by myself. If I had somebody else, I wouldn't do it. But
Inventory full.
we've also got the seismic surveyor and the radio spectrometry for the asteroids. The moon is interesting, I think. It's kind of in this situation, it's a hard place to start, because yeah, I can get easy access to space, but all the things in space have easy access to me. So they are going to show up and stomp me into the ground at some point. So I gotta be quick at getting going.
Inventory full.
So let's just mine a bunch of stone and do that as a quick cut, because nobody wants to watch me do this. Okay, so we've got this thing full processing, so let's take off and take a quick look around, see if we can see anything. Oh, there's some ores over here. Iron and cobalt. That's gonna come in handy. Right on the other side of the crater. But we need a a basic refinery to handle those, so that's okay. Let me hop in the cockpit. I got the animated cockpits mod because I think it's kind of cool looking. Doesn't really do anything, but it's really cool looking. Adds to the game, I think. Now let's pop up and see if we can see one of the poles, one way or the other. Or did it stick me in the middle of the... It stuck me in the middle of the map. Nice. Well, so be it. Ooh, there's a shadow. Shadow of that Oban tide. Let's look around for some more ores. Here's one over here. Get on my drill and see what it is. Let's check out ores while we're waiting for that to process. Ow. iron. Is there more than iron here? There might be, but it'd be too deep. Well. Alright, well, I guess we'll mark it. Seems like there was another patch. Yeah, right over here. Nickel. There's got to be more than one. I think there's usually a couple of ores together. Sometimes three. Must be. Everything must be down low. Maybe it's too deep for me to detect with my hand drill. Alright, on to the next one. There was one over here, wasn't there? Yeah, over here. Probably the last one I check out before going back because it's gonna need it. I'll have to check out that pirate beacon. Cobalt, nickel, and iron. Although I only see... Oh no, there it is. Let's head back towards the respawn pod, see if there's a patch I can hit. Nope, don't see it. I'll have to run over to the pod. Okay. Grab some of the rocks I left laying and refill it. See how we doing. I still got some stone to process. So let's set up our... Oh, I need to get the gun. It's a hostile system, and I'm not. I left the gun in the cockpit. Create the GPS, although I suspect it's the one I've already seen. No, it's not the splash. There's a couple of beacons, but the one, no. Huh. Okay. Not the one. Alright, so let me redo my toolbar so we get some weapons. Weapon. I like the light armor block there. Since I use light armor and conveyors so much, I like them where they are. Alright, so we're going to need a refinery. Let's add that to our build planner. We'll need an assembler, basic assembler, and we will need some solar panels. And let's do some steel plates. Put those into production. And then clear that. Alright, back into the tunnel and digging more stone. And we'll cut back when there's something interesting.
Inventory full.
Okay, I think we're full again, so it's time to do some more scouting. So we went that way last time. Let's look and see if we can't go a different direction. I see yellow spots over here. The spots on the ground indicate ores. Here's some. Stop here. What's here? Anything good? Please be good. Nickel and silicon. Not terrible, but not great, but not terrible, I suppose. Oh, hang on. There's magnesium. Let's go delete that other GPS. I don't want doubles. Duplicates. Multiples. Oh, there's one on the side of the crater. It's a pretty... this is a pretty rough part of the moon to land on. And what do we got? Magnesium, silicon, and ice. Ice is going to come in handy, at least until I can get a ship to fly me to the moon, or not to the moon, to the pole. I'm on the moon. I'll need a mining ship to go mine a ton of ice at the moon, or in the pole. Why do I keep saying the moon? Oh. Cobalt, nickel, iron. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't. I'll make these disappear, but I have to mark every spot so I know that I've checked it in case I'm looking for something specific. You know, it's like, so I still haven't found gold or silver. If I know I've already checked a spot, then I won't go back to it. Looks like iron. That probably means that there's something deeper, but I'll need a grid ore detector. Nickel. I'll come back and check these once I get a mining ship. Alright, check this last spot out, and then it's back to digging stone out by hand. Magnesium, silicon, ice. Alright, back to the respawn pod. Eek. Actually, let's run over here and get this unknown signal. There might be something good. You never know. Oh, I didn't grab a bottle. Well, 40% will probably be enough. Hopefully. Let's see what this is. It's right next to a spot. Cobalt, nickel, and iron. I won't mark it, it's too far away. Anything good? Money. Oh. I'll want that grinder. Let's switch out our tools to use the better grinder. Every little bit helps. I mean, these don't generally have enough resources to be worth it unless you just start. In which case, what little we find is actually pretty nice. Yeah.
Inventory full.
Grab the stone, back to the base. Back to our spot, respawn pod. Whee! I am gonna face plant, but it's gonna be fun. Ow. Phew. I was having too much fun. I almost went past my respawn pod. Clear this block out so I can actually get to my survival kit. That's good enough. Alright, let's see how we're doing with production. Hey, we got enough iron. So we will drag this to the end so it'll make whatever we need, make all the stuff we need. So, since we got everything, I'm going to start the base up on this because we'll get a little more room with the sun going down. If we go down into the valley right next to this, it'll be blocked. So, I really want it on a north-south. Why? Just because I can. I'll end up having to make these better at some point, but... Ooh, uh-oh. Too low. I can't put my refinery under it. Let's go up a couple more blocks. refinery and assembler. Ah, there we go. So first off, we are going to need a couple of these for the power. We don't have much, but... And then we will add the refinery to our build planner. No, we had enough stuff for the refinery. Getting started always seems like it takes forever for me, but it really doesn't take that long. It just seems like it when hand mining, because I do not care for hand mining. Alright, down here and get some more. So we are going to need solar cells and girders probably for the next two. Just stagger them like this. Ember. Vicus Assault Corvette. Let's hope that stays away. Yeah, so we need girders and solar cells. Assault Corvette and a Strike Corvette. Fun. I hope they both stay away, at least for now.
Energy low.
My energy's low. Guess we get to sit here for a minute. Let's see. We still have some production, so let's... Hey, do we have all the resources? Yeah. We can mine some more stone while we're waiting. Get a little bit of an advantage. We move the ingots back to the last thing in the production queue, so it should keep building what we need first.
Inventory full.
Just something to kill the time while it does production.
Inventory full.
Well, I can't tunnel very straight, can I? So let's see if this is enough. Should be enough. That's enough to get one of them up. That won't be enough power to run the refinery. Will it? Well, it says it's on. I'll bet you it doesn't have enough power. And how much power are we getting? Currently, we're just getting enough to keep it online, not enough to run it. But as the sun goes down, we'll get more power. That's my theory anyway. Alright, back to the assembler. See what we can do with the assembler with what we got. We need plates, construction comp. We're gonna need those computers, we're gonna need girders, we're gonna need these up. Rearranging our production queue. We want power. We want power first. Plate, girders, solar cells. Okay. Okay, I guess while that's doing production, we can do some more scouting. Actually, in order to run, I want to be able to get an engine set up before it gets to be night. So, what are we going to need? We're going to need an O2 generator to convert hydrogen. And we are going to need an engine. And this is our survival kit isn't going to be able to build everything, but it's a start. We can build a lot, and then our refinery and assembler can do whatever's left. Right now, our respawn pod has a lot more power than this base is going to have. Oh, it's almost done. There we go. That'll be enough for 3 solar panels. That's probably going to be enough for our refinery. We'll just double check. 300 kilowatts? Something like that. Let's see what we're producing. So 50, 50, 40. So not quite enough, but let's go ahead and fill it up with something. There's iron over here, wasn't it? Yep. Fly back over here. Whee! I don't hear it running.
Inventory full.
Bet you we put another solar panel lying flat on top, it would work. Starting to get more power. Well, at least I should be able to finish this. I'll need more construction comp. Let's see if we can finish this solar panel. Close. Construction comp and steel plate. So we need a bunch of construction comp and steel plate. Hopefully that'll do it. That'll be enough. One steel plate short. We had it. I don't know why I didn't pick it up. Oh. Is that enough? Apparently not. There it goes. Now we're processing. And our refinery's up and running. Let's see what we need. Alright, so we can clear these out. O2. Probably don't need all of that. Engine. And let's put the stuff for a battery in here, because we'll need that eventually. Put that in production. So we're going to need that. We're going to need the tubes first, because that's what we can't build in our survival kit. There we go. Struggling with power, but we'll get through it. O2 generator. Let's see what we got down here. Hopefully we have enough. Oh. Not quite enough steel plates, but we're close. There we go. There's our O2 generator. So close. Let's pull a couple more plates. We can start on the engine. I'm just going to slap the engine on top. This is going to be really ugly. But the point is that we have power on our starter base. So we just need some motor and construction comp. Well. Ooh. I almost bounced off into oblivion. So we got some construction comp going.
Energy low.
So what do we need? We need nickel? What do we need for motors? We're going to need nickel. And we need nickel and silicon for that. So... okay. What was over here? I know there was iron over here and cobalt. Iron and cobalt. I'm almost out of power. Then we'll go get something. We'll go get some nickel and silicon. Don't need a ton of it. Let's go over to this magnesium, nickel, and silicon.
Inventory full.
Alright, back to base before we run out of power. Respawn pod. There it is. Where's our closest source of ice? Nickel. 1.6 kilometers. 1.5, I guess. This magnesium over here, magnesium and ice is the closest. We're gonna need some ice for the engine. Let's go load up. Where'd the ice go? Ice is further down. Right, I guess we're tunneling straight down then. 3 meters, 2 meters. There we go. Ice. Whee. Alright. We're gonna need a GPS marker for this base. Moon base until we find something better. And then change the moon base to a color that makes it easy for me to see. I like yellow. Let's go with yellow. Yellow's a nice color. So I can always tell where the moon base is. Ooh. Went too far. God, what idiot dug this tunnel? It's like all over the place.
Inventory full.
Okay, full of ice. That'll be enough to get me at least a battery going to kind of even out. Even out my power levels. That's what I'm trying to say. Even out my power levels. Yeah, I made it before the sun went down, for the most part. Still need more motors. What's the hold up on motors? Iron. Need iron.
Inventory full.
Grr. I say I made it. I haven't made it yet. Put iron at the front. Enough? That's enough. There we go. That'll kind of smooth out, let me do everything I need. At least to start with. So, what are we gonna do now? What? We need a battery. See if we can't get a battery on here. End up moving all this somewhere else that's better defended later, but...
Energy low.
Alright, so we got everything but power cells. And what do we need for power cells? Apparently we're making it. 42 nickel and 21 silicon. So we got plenty of... should have plenty of resources. Yeah, I know. I'm low on power. I'm gonna go grab some iron first. See how many times I die from my own stupidity in this series.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
I can let up on the gather button. Whee! Yep. Well, it still says it's got power, but I think I just barely made it. I gotta hope I don't run out of ice until I get a battery.
Inventory full. Fuel low.
Okay, I'm low on fuel and battery. Now I'll go do it. Sojourner. Hey, did that pirate beacon disappeared? Maybe it's one of those Mayday ones that come and go. Alright, back to this. Back to our battery. Three more power cells. There we go. Let's build it up and see what we got. How long is this going to take to charge? Fully recharged in 35 minutes. And if I turn this off, let's see, what's the battery? Oh, it still says fully recharged. Oh, I'm still getting those. So we'll turn that back on. Getting low on ice. Until I get the battery built up some, I don't want to run it out of ice. So we got our basic starter base going, some basic production facilities. Next up, we're going to need a mining ship, so I don't have to hand mine, because I can't stand hand mining. Hand mining is boring. I'm sure you don't want to watch me do it any more than I want to do it. Assuming anybody watches this at all, which I can't imagine why anybody would.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
I always forget to let that go. Oop. I guess the idiot that drilled that tunnel was drunk, because it goes all over the place. Eek. And back for another load. Well, I guess the very next thing we need to do is put a small cargo container, just to kind of hold this any extra stuff we get, because we'll run out of space pretty quick.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Nice view of Mars. Anybody else? Any other views? Nope, looks like it's just Mars. From this crater, anyway. There's the Earth. The Earth-like. Search Voyager. So, let's go build us a cargo container. I like to prepare my basic tools on another toolbar, because let's face it, I'm going to die, and then I'm going to need them really quickly, and I don't want to switch them around. So, cargo is going to go here. We need grids, but we're going to get them from the atmospheric thrusters on our landing pod. That's the quickest. I'll go dig some cobalt out in a minute. There's our cargo. So let's see. Battery fully recharged in 30 minutes. How are we doing on ice? We're getting low on ice. Alright, so cobalt's back over here. Let's go get us some cobalt really quick. Cobalt. Have to do hand mining to start, but boy, sure is slow. Oh, come on. Well, there's no help for it. At least I didn't go through, there wasn't a ton to go through. Lots of things flying around here. Nothing's bothered me yet. Wonder how long that's gonna last. Oh. Yeah. There it is. Should be set up to not bother me until I've built a few things, but I'm always paranoid. Having done these kinds of worlds before, I end up dead. There we go. Cobalt. A couple of 1,000 kilograms would be fine.
Inventory full.
How much? Yeah, that'll be enough cobalt to get me started. Alright, let me go get some more ice because, you know, it's just how it goes. Until we get a large cargo container and a ship, a mining ship, this is going to be repetitive flying back to dig up ice. Just grab everything.
Inventory full.
Let's see.
Energy low.
Let's clear a spot for me to dump my stone without going back to the surface. Just kind of a little bowl here to, I can dump it and it won't get right, it won't get back in my way. I'm sure I've got a little stone, but not enough to worry about, is it? Nope. 182. Not enough. This SPRT beacon. I may have to go check that thing out. Power and hydrogen. Let's just sit in here. It's easier for me to just sit in the cockpit than it is to hold down the button on the survival kit. Let's do a build and repair. We're gonna need one of those pretty quick anyway. And in addition to the build and repair, we are going to need a rotor to build off of for our small ship, so let's put all this in production. And I put the build and repair on here. It makes things a little easier. It'd just be a bit too much to have to do all of this by hand, by myself, to get started. It just kind of makes it go a little quicker rather than me having to cut a ton. Yeah, it makes it easier to repair too, but still, shouldn't break anything terribly. There's that. And we will put. Let's do this. I wanted a small rotor head. There we go. Crap. That'll be good enough. Do we have anything in our survival kit? doubt it. Doesn't look like it. Let's wait for this to finish. And we're done with production. Let's go up here and start this, and then it can do a bunch of the building for me. While I run back and forth like a crazy person mining. Come on. Grind if wells get stuck. Get more iron. Off to, back to the hand mining.
Inventory full.
So we'll build a little simple hydrogen-powered mining ship. And go to town. That's good enough for now. Ah! Sometimes I can land that. Our load of nickel. Whee! There's another unknown signal. Might be something good. But I can't. I don't have enough power. 4 minutes. Yeah, I'll bet you I can recharge and get there in 4 minutes. At least enough. I'm gonna fully recharge. Let's play it dangerous. It's not dangerous. It shouldn't shoot at me or anything, but you never know. So I think I have I have all the basic ores. I know I'm gonna need gold and silver and platinums on the moon. Probably find that up in space too, but I don't. There's a lot of things up there right now. I have to push it till it flips over. Stop. No. Move. Ah! There we go. Nope, didn't find anything. Another grinder and some med kit. Well, I don't know if it was really worth going after, but it was entertaining. Let's go check out this pirate beacon while we're waiting on ores to process. I don't think I can quite reach an actual orbit with a jetpack. Well, I can get to space, but with dampeners off and my oh, that's in space. Okay. What in the world is that thing doing? I'm falling back. Let's go back up. Is that like a station? What is that? Well, here's the North Pole, or the South Pole. That's what, 8 kilometers away? Which way's my base? That's 10 kilometers away to the South Pole, so North Pole's probably a little closer. Well, let's see what this is first. Well, that is a station, and they have a... Huh. What in the world? They have a safe zone. Okay. Pretty sure they're not going to let me trade, but they're not shooting at me, so... Alrighty, it's a pirate station. Apparently I can open the doors. store that I can't access, and they have contracts that I can't access. Okay. That's a weird one. What's this? Okay. Access denied. Oh well. I was thinking it might be a one of those crashed Mayday ships, but nope. Alright, made it back to base. Yay! Let's check our battery real quick. Depleted in 4 hours, so we got plenty of time. Oh. So we're gonna need a cockpit. Probably gonna be a time lapse of me building this. We are just gonna need to grind it off. Well, it didn't fall, so that's good. We survived our first day and night. Alright, so let's hook up and test real quick. Let's get in a position we can see. Turn the drills on and connect. Everything shuts off. Disconnect. Everything's back on. Alright. That should be enough for today. We got our base, got our starter base going. We got ourselves a little mining ship. Next time we can stock up and really work on the base. Maybe build some defenses before something comes along and turns me into a greasy spot on the moon. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.